Okay, class. I got the following question from a student, and initially I misunderstood the question, but here, wrong color. Here, I think their question is regarding this portion of the problem. Uh, they wanted to know, how did they get 1609? Okay, so we're going to take a look at part C here. So the information, of course, was given here at the top. Excuse me, you guys. I got a little frog, I guess you can say, in my throat. But here at the top, they tell us some information that's vital to know. We know we have a monthly service charge of $11.60, right? And we also know that the first 30 therms, we're going to be charged this amount, okay? And we're also going to have a gas charge here, okay, which is what these two totaled into the first part. These two were part of the first total. And just to show you, because I just feel like I need to show you, 0.28914 was the first 30 therms, right, plus 0.6401. So I'm going to add a 0 in here so I can try to stay lined up here. So there's 4, 2, 9, 12, carry the 1, and there's the 0.9. And notice that this is the same as what we have right here in the top. So that's where they got for the interval between 0 and 30. Okay, so the interval, moving on to the second part of part C, the second interval, right, the X's, of course, represent the number of therm service charges. So in the second portion, let's kind of just break this down a little bit. So cost, our total cost, is going to be our fixed cost and our variable cost. So just like in the first one, our fixed cost, we still have that monthly service charge of $11.60. Does everyone agree? Right? Just like in the first one here. Let me kind of circle it. This first one, we had $11.60. That is our fixed cost. And then we're going to add our variable cost, just like we did before. But note, since our interval here is more than 30, we now have to include this second piece that's in between those two that we used initially, the therms over 30, right? This piece is important. So not only are we going to add the 0.28914x, right? I left the x off earlier when I added, but I think you guys got that part. And not only are we going to add the gas charge of 0.6401 therms, right, per therm. So there's 0.6401x. But we also need to add in the charge pertaining to everything over 30. So the cost there is 0.13951. But here is where the magic happens. We can't just multiply by x, because we've already been charged for the first 30 in this portion here that I'm circling. So we've got to take that 30 off of however many we get. So for example, if we got 150 units of this thing, then we only want them to charge us for an extra 120 units, right? So we want to take however many things we're getting, right, and subtract off for the 30 that they've already charged us for at that other price. And this is where the difference comes in for your first number, because what happens is when you distribute this in, yes, you get an x term, but when you distribute here to this last number, look, no x, right? So that number we can add down to the 1160, which will produce the 16.09. So I hope that helps you understand where those numbers are coming from, why that second number, or excuse me, that second function's constant is different, okay? So I hope you guys got this, and if you still are having difficulty, please feel free to contact me. I'll be glad to help you. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.